What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Drunk Turkey Show. I'm your host, Daniel. And today we're going to be talking about some new information, some new leaked information that was brought to NewsNation, a source close to them, talking about the night of the incident, November 13th, in the wee hours of the morning, where allegedly Bryan Kohberger entered a house on King Road Rand.
What's up, guys? True Crime King. How we doing? I mean, I'm feeling spectacular today. I got my glasses on indoors. You know, I'm rocking it today. So today we're doing a true crime drunk turkey reaction. Apparently they got some, let's see, source close to Dylan. Leaks out new info with audio, exclamation point. So it looks like they're starting to do all the right stuff. They're starting to put the hashtags in there, right? And now it looks like they're following a page from me. It looks like they're doing basically the exact same thing now that I'm doing, except they're just not showing the whole video the whole time, right? They're just showing his face. But pretty soon they're just going to be a channel that's exactly like mine. But anyway, let's see what they got. Here we go, guys.
And viciously took the lives of 4 beautiful young people. And so before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell.
Yeah, for True Crime King.
Tonight we'll be going live. Apparently, there was a secret court proceeding where there might be a new affidavit coming out. We'll be going over all those details later on tonight.
Spit it out, bud. But yeah, one other thing. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. So once I hit 1,000, I'll be able to go live and talk to you guys, you know, on the moment, right? Live. So that's going to be a big thing. Real big. And yeah, we're still new. Don't forget that.
If it ends up coming out. That was also another news headline that we're going to be talking about regardless tonight. So make sure you ring that notification bell. Don't miss our lives. This type of content usually gets demonetized, and so the reach doesn't get there. So help the algorithm by hitting on.
Yeah, it doesn't. True crime does not get demonetized, you know, unless you can't read and you don't look at the YouTube guidelines. You shouldn't have a problem, right?
So back to the content. Source close to, I guess they said the inner circle of Dylan Mortensen reported to NewsNation, or NewsNation reported that some chilling new details that during the night, Dylan apparently opened the door and yelled out to the noise that was being created. She appeared to have thought that it was friends, and there's just a bunch of horseplay going on, and told them to be quiet. Right now, I've heard this before. A viewer had brought this up to my attention, sent me audio and a video of somebody claiming to be in Dylan's inner circle. And
where's the video and the audio of that?
This is basically that source's story. Now, we'll go through it. We'll listen to what they have to say as far as this source goes, but I do want everybody to understand that I have no idea if this guy...
Why are they sending it to you, first off?
It's true or not. Everything is speculation.
Well, of course it is, right? You're hunting ghosts and Bigfoot. Of course, we got to take it with a grain of salt, man.
I'm only bringing this out. I was aware of this for a few weeks now. I'm only bringing this out now because the source from NewsNation that I'm sure that they were able to verify and vet has some similar accounts to what this person who put this video on YouTube is claiming. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I want to add a couple of things so before we move forward. NewsNation also had a source who stated that Ethan was attacked in the hallway, and that Xana's injuries were very severe to her fingers and things of that nature.
Yeah, shit. Okay, he's talking about. Let me help you guys because he's not that very good at explaining things. So, um, Xana was grabbing the sharp end of the knife, while Bryan was coming in. Ethan was cut down at the door in the entrance to the hallway. He had a cut in his neck. So, and then Xana died fighting for her life, trying to grab the knives. So she had some pretty extensive uh, defensive injuries.
Um, this account doesn't account for the type of screaming noise you would consider or would think you would hear. But let's get into the content. So,
Okay, so remember, so this is a supposed leak that someone sent to him that he doesn't know anything about,
Okay, so
and all he's saying it's all speculation. Oh, well, of course, yeah.
before we dive into what I'm referring to about the Fed screwing,
And Daniel, if it's fact, right, you don't have to say speculation. Like if you actually have, you know, information that's true, you don't have to call it speculation.
attempt.
now, real quick, back again. I did speed up the audio because it was painfully slow. I think it was actually even slower than I think it was slowed down. I sped it up to almost 1.5%, and it ends up sounding pretty normal to me. But if it sounds fast to you guys, that's probably why. It's because I sped it up.
Guess he's telling it this time because he sped it up a different time and it sounded like shit. So, guess he's covering his ass.
I just wanted to put that out there real quick.
What do you guys think of these glasses, huh? I have no clue on why I'm wearing them. I'm inside. They're sunglasses. To be honest with you, I don't think I look any better at all. I think I look uglier. But I'm gonna try it out for the whole episode. I gotta see what my man Daniel sees.
Thing to screw Dylan and give you a brief background as to who I am. So my girlfriend is in Dylan's inner circle. And by inner circle, I mean inner circle. Like they've hung out almost every day since the incident
Okay, hold on. I'll let it keep.
occurred. And I've seen her a plethora of times as well. So you're going to notice I'm not going to use words like allegedly, supposedly, because all of this is actual firsthand.
That's what I was just saying. He didn't. Why would you need to say it's speculation if it's actual facts? So he said it, but I don't know why Daniel was saying it, right?
Factual information. Now, where should I start to clear things up? First of all, there's a lot of misconception about Dylan suffering from PTSD or trauma or any of that. None of that is accurate. In fact, when we try to console Dylan after the incident, she's the one that was laughing at me and my girlfriend and I, talking about we're so weird, and we tried to give her a hug and stuff. So she's still the same old Dylan. She's had a rough life, grown up, she's been through a lot. She doesn't have PTSD and didn't suffer any trauma.
Well, she does now, right? I mean, if my 4 best friends were killed right in front of me, basically, I'm pretty sure I would have PTSD, right?
The incident that night, and what I'm referring to with the Feds actually put a lot of words into her mouth that she didn't say herself first. So there was a lot of leading statements that they were insinuating to her, and she was really scared the first few days, obviously, after the incident occurred. So, like, the reason none of it makes sense in the affidavit is because it didn't really happen.
I'm trying to get at where he's going with this. So he started out by telling us he has a friend that is a friend in Dylan's inner circle, but he's not a friend in the inner circle, so he might hear some things. But now I'm trying to figure out where he's trying to go with this.
That way. So she never stood there shocked when she saw the individual. She was just standing in a doorway, like anybody who opens the door. It was
So she wasn't. There had to be screaming, right? Because we know that Xana was grabbing the knife, okay? We know that it's a fact. It's not speculation. She was grabbing the knife. She had to have been screaming. Dylan's and Ethan's bedroom is 10 feet from the opening of Dylan's door. How did Dylan not hear anything?
It was just, she opened the door and yelled at Ethan and Xana, and who she thought was their friend. She yelled at them to be quiet. That's
So what? Did Dylan must have thought they were horse playing? Or something like that. That's the only thing that would make sense in Dylan, and that I can see in Dylan's head, right? That they were just joking around with a guy that Dylan didn't really recognize, right? But how could screaming and blood and knives and some guy going up the stairs twice? I mean, come on. I don't know. That something sounds a little fishy to me.
what was going on with that situation. And she just went back into her room. She locked the door like usual. And, went to sleep. Everything was quiet after she yelled at them. So she didn't think anything of it. For everyone who's creating these random stories about her being...
Okay, first, and this guy, we don't know who he is, first of all. We don't know what kind of access he had into their real inner circle. Just because he has a friend that was a friend. I mean, come on. What does that really mean, right? What he talked to one of her friends? Wow. To me, I don't think this is anything significant at all. I mean, the guy is trying to tell us that Dylan didn't think it was a big deal when she opened her door, and he's trying to downplay the story that Dylan shouldn't have done anything, shouldn't have called the cops. There wasn't a problem with Dylan waiting all that time. I still want to get to those answers.
Shut.
So, according to him, and according to this story, Dylan yelled at them and then turned around and closed the door and locked it and went to sleep, didn't think anything of it.
How'd she go to sleep if she saw Bryan walk out the door and make eye contact with her, right? She said that. She saw Bryan leave, right? She wasn't asleep.
According to that part, it doesn't specify whether or not he came in contact visually,
Yes, it does specify that, Daniel. Dylan says she made eye contact with Bryan. But she's not sure if Bryan saw her back because it was dark, visual snow, even though it doesn't say anything on his driver's license about that, or him having any kind of, blindness problems. So I don't buy the visual snow thing. Let me see what else he's got.
Person to person there. Maybe he's mistaken because he talks about, the FBI coming with pictures and things of that nature. But
I can't stand these glasses, man. He does it every fucking episode. It's ridiculous.
I did want to bring that out right away. Is he says she yelled at him, turned around, locked the door. Now again, I want to reference this. I don't know who this person is. It is.
What do you mean you don't know who this person is? Who sent you this shit? What do you mean? This could be some dude sitting in his parents' basement, or it could be his buddy over there looking for Bigfoot. I mean, I don't know, man. This is getting all kinds of views. Again, I still don't understand why. There's nothing new here. There's nothing important at all here. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste another second on this. But yeah, good morning, my subscribers. We're on our way. We're almost to 1,000, guys. Let's keep it up. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, don't hit the like button. And until next time, True Crime King out.